So, a few days ago, we saw the Fever play against the LA Sparks in what was a big game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That was a freaking huge game. And it was a game where the Fever essentially have cemented themselves into the playoffs. But one player from the Fever who didn't play was Makayla Timpson. So she got a DNP. She was not injured. Chloe Bibby was injured. KK Timson got a DNP. I didn't even realize KK Timson has not had an assist this season. That is one of the craziest stats I think I've seen this year, is that Timson has not had an assist. But she played 4 minutes against Seattle in a blowout win, and those 4 minutes were in garbage time. She had 2 minutes in a loss against the Lynx, 3 minutes in a loss, 6 minutes in a win against the Connecticut Sun. So since that comeback win since the loss against the Mystics, she's only really played garbage time. And with her only playing garbage time, you have to ask, why has KK been benched by the Indiana Fever by coach Stephanie White? I'm going to be honest, she just played her way out of rotation. It's basketball. She suffers from Nalissa Smithitis, which is a complete inability to play off-ball defense, and when you got caught out of position, you foul every single time. She switches off on defense. Like, KK block shots. She's got length. But she is one of the most raw players in the entire league. And, like, I think I think KK is a long-term asset. You got her for 3 more years. And I think playing over in Europe with Prague is going to be a really, really good thing for her because she gets to learn beside Bree Jones. For me, that's the biggest thing. That's kind of going to be the biggest X factor for next year is what we can get off KK Timson still on a rookie deal. Like, if we are having to rely on we're going to have to rely on KK Timson a bit next year. Like, it is what it is. And if KK is going to be a best possible scenario situation, as in if Timson's going to go and play, I don't know, let's just say he's going to play 30 minutes a game. Well, not 30 minutes a game, 20 minutes a game for us next year. And we have a chance of winning. Because if you can get a elite role player on a rookie salary, especially KK's $66K a year rookie salary, then you're good. You're all good, I think, as a team, realistically. But if you are getting nothing out of her, like, I can see her being out of the league if she doesn't improve this. And I think most teams in playoffs scenarios would be benching Timson. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, like, I don't know, Steph White just doesn't trust her. It's like, yeah, Steph White doesn't trust her for a reason. And I think KK's got all the potential in the world. I think there's been games where she's done really well. And I do think that, not that she got benched too soon, I do think that had she been allowed to play through her mistakes, it would have been better. But a mistake, an error-prone player playing for a, like, pragmatic coach who on a playoff team, they're never going to play. Like, we've seen these scenarios so often. Like, she is a high upside, low floor player. She's a high ceiling, low floor player. Like, she absolutely has flaws in her game, and a lot of them. But what she does great, she does great. And it's the reason why she's been benched. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You got to weigh up game by game. Are her flaws going to be more of a positive than her negatives are going to be a detriment? And if you look at who our matchups have been, Dearica Hamby, really good off-ball mover. Nafisa Collier, elite off-ball mover. Neka Wumake, elite off-ball mover, elite power forward. Like, she's going to be coming up again. She's playing the toughest position in the league right now. And she would, what she would be doing is she'd be having to guard the toughest matchups in the league. It's very different than coming up against, I don't know, Izzy Harrison or Olivia Nelson-Ododa. Like, there's a big difference there. It's a big difference in coming up against Anissa Morrow versus coming up against Neka Wumake. Like, these are players that she just doesn't have. She doesn't have the right skill set to guard. I think maybe against the Storm she could have played a little bit more, because I do think the Storm don't have that much off-ball movement. But I think just the way that Dearica Hamby runs, the way that she runs, the way that Sparks team play, it just wasn't her game. And the Fever are playing the Valks tonight. this could be a game where she plays. Like the way the Vox plays, she could play. But the problem is she's coming up against Janelle Salon. So if she does what she tends to do and rush for an offensive rebound, and the Valks more than anybody on the break run to the corners, like as much as anything, they run to the corners. So if KK Timpson is just sprinting and running back straight to the basket, and suddenly the two corners are open, or whatever the corners are for her game, you're like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? But yeah, it's an interesting one all around. It is an interesting one, and I do think that the Indiana Fever have to kind of worry next season about KK. I just don't see her being in the playoff rotation. Like if you look at the teams we're going to be facing, the only team that I'm like, okay, maybe she could do something against is if we faced a Dream. Mercury? Maybe she could give, because she's a good on-ball defender. Maybe she could give Alyssa Thomas some trouble. Like there is a chance that she'll give Alyssa Thomas a bit of trouble as an on-ball defender, but I still think Natasha Howard's better for that. But look, KK is a long-term prospect. She's there for 2-3 years down the line. KK is 1,000,000% not a... she's not somebody that's the finished product. I understand she's 23 in a few years, or say in a few weeks, but like KK is very much a player that has a crazy ability. She is just so raw. And it's rare that you see a 23-year-old as raw as this, but like she did play at FSU. Like they were okay. They were okay this year. Like that team was literally just KK and Tania Latson. So it's a difference. There's a big step up, and she showed enough flashes that I'm like, she has to be a piece for the future. You have to protect her in any expansion draft. Like it's hard. Like the flashes that she's shown, she's the most athletic player in this league. And I think when she puts it all together, whether it be in year 2, year 3, year 4, she's going to be a long-term starter for the Indiana Fever. Because that jump shot is too pretty to not be able to shoot the 3. It's a little bit like Kiki Iriafen. I'm like, Kiki Iriafen's jumper looks too nice to not eventually be able to shoot the 3-ball. Like, her jumper looks nice. It's a little bit of a lower arc. But I think she's going to gain all the IQ things, and the feel for the game this summer. And look, if she comes into year 2 with the same IQ issues and the same feel for the game issues, then we have a different conversation. Then we're having a different conversation coming into year 3 if she's still getting DMPs. But right now, I have to say, like, she's right on track with where she needs to be. She's shown flashes, she's shown glimpses. Not ready this year by any means, but she will be in the future. And that's important. It is extremely important for this team that we have KK. And I think Steph White, I think everybody knows how good KK is going to be. Because she's got the athleticism, she's got the touch, she can shoot free throws. It's a feel for the game issue. And right now, in playoff games when the game's slowing down, and as we've seen, the game has been slowing down. When the game slows down, feel for the game matters more than athleticism. And I just don't think she's built for must-win games yet. She's built for playoff games. But she will be. She will be. And it's only a matter of time until KK Timpson becomes a key player. It may be a starter, maybe a key player for the Indiana Fever.